Caleb Barnes here with Frontstretch.com. Today here with Rajah Caruth ahead of Talladega. Welcome back to Alabama. How are you feeling about this weekend?
Yeah, thanks, Caleb. I'm excited to kick off the round of 8 here at Talladega. This place is cool. It's always nice kind of driving down I-20 and seeing the racetrack pop up on the left. So, hopefully it's a good day for us. And like I said, I'm excited to start the next round of the playoffs.
Yeah, so looking at the next round, it's been a great season so far. And then you've got the tracks of Talladega, Homestead, and Martinsville. How are you feeling about this round?
I feel like we got a really good chance to be one of the 4 in Phoenix. So I think personally, this race here at Talladega, there's only so much in your control. So I just have to execute my part as a driver, and I know my guys over the wall and up on top of their pit box and spotter stand will do their job too. And hopefully it's a good day for us. It doesn't have to be spectacular, but definitely has to be a good day for sure.
Yeah. Now, how do you prepare for a weekend like this? Obviously, you're big on the iRacing and everything, but does iRacing, do you use a lot of sim going into Talladega? You play drafty car to get like, how do you get ready for?
So I've never played drafty car, but I don't play that many games on my phone, to be honest with you. I've never really gotten into that, but I've done a little bit of iRacing. They've got the next gen car on there, and that's the only thing that's has actually realistic aero in terms of side drafting and all that stuff. That's a little bit of what I do. Outside of that, I mean, it's really business as usual. I think for this weekend in particular, right, compared to a traditional racetrack, whether it's Bristol or Kansas or Homestead or Martinsville, since those are the tracks we've been to and we're going to, you'll have driving technique stuff that you work on. But I think besides that, you don't have that here because it's not as technical of a racetrack from a driving perspective. So I think for me, it's just business as usual in the sense of, film watching and pre-race prep and everything. But from a driving perspective, I don't want to say it's gravy. You can't let your guard down, but it's business as usual for me at least.
Now, you were fast at Bristol a few weeks ago, and then looking ahead, so this will air after Talladega, so we'll see what happens. But then, where do you think Homestead and Martinsville might fit your driving style, your strengths?
I think Homestead, running right up against the wall. I feel like I'm definitely one of the I say this humbly, but I feel like I'm one of the most proficient guys in the truck series and doing that and hitting it right. And so, that's something you do at Homestead. I'm really excited to go there. Martinsville, my short tracks have not been my strong suit, and I've really worked on it this year to get better and getting my first top 10 at Martinsville back in the spring. And like you said, running well at Bristol. So I think overall, we'll see. I know that I'm going to do my prep. I know my team's going to have our Spire Motorsports Silverados fast, and hopefully it works out. But at the end of the day, it's kind of business as usual, and I'm going to just do my part.
Yeah, and overall, how would you rate your season so far? Getting that first win, you're in the round of 8, looking at hopefully making it to the championship 4.
I think at times you're looking at a B season. I'll give it a B, sometimes a C or C+, sometimes an A-. So it's been fluctuating. But I think to make it to the playoffs, right, that was my goal this year in terms of also getting a win. And we've achieved that so far. So I think for me personally, I wanted to go all the way to Phoenix. And so I think we have a good chance of that for everybody at HendrickCars.com and the automotive group, especially, Mr. H and Miss Linda and everybody at Ally and Team Chevy and Spire. So for me, I would say a B or something. I don't know. For me, I just want to get to Phoenix. And whatever happens from there is gravy.
Yeah. Just a few more questions for you.
Yeah.
So you're such a student of the sport. What's maybe one of the biggest things that you've learned this year, getting to race with guys like Kyle Busch here in the truck series?
I think a lot of the things I've learned this year is hard to verbally say. I think a lot of it's just experience that I've gained and racing against KB and Seabell, Zane, being around those guys, whether it's on the racetrack, in the gym, or away from the track. I think it's hard to describe, I think, in words, the things I've learned this year, but a lot of it just comes down to experience that I've gained and stuff that I've learned through kind of example from all the guys that we watch on Sunday. So yeah, at the end of the day, that's where I want to be, and it's nice to get the chance to learn off those guys, and I can't wait to be there one day.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
The sun's popping out now. I realize you're back in the sun again.
Yeah, no worries.
We're trying to get that out. So this is called beyond the cockpit. And last week you got to do a little bit of something beyond the cockpit, having some of the guys from the Washington Commanders, and they're looking good this year. You're gonna set a prediction on how far they're gonna go?
Yeah, so I'm really excited about the Commanders' year this year, starting off 3-1. I'm managing expectations, but I think last week at Kansas Speedway, having Justin Reed and Xavier Worthy from the Kansas City Chiefs there, it was great because anytime you can bring people from other sports to the racetrack is great because I think there's a lot of similarities, and it was great to bring those guys out to the track, and so hopefully it won't be there the last time, and it was a great relationship to build, but I'm always rooting for my Commanders and excited to see how they do this year.
Yeah, they're looking good. Hey, high hopes, low expectations is my motto for my sports teams, but I mean, they're looking real good so far. Last one for you. So thanks again for meeting me out here today. Just what's the rest of kind of this offseason looking like, and then your preparations as you get ready for 2025? You have anything set in stone for that yet?
Really nothing to announce for next year. Hoping to be back for sure. I think for me, my focus is just, like I said, trying to make it to Phoenix and hoping we're one of the 4, and we'll deal with everything else after that.
So, yeah. Well, hopefully after this interview is posted after Talladega, you already be locked into Phoenix.
That would be great.
Take some pressure off for Homestead and
Martinsville.
But for Frontstretch.com, I'm Caleb Barnes. Thanks for watching.
Jared Haas with Frontstretch.com. Come back soon for more great racing videos. And if you like us, make sure to hit that subscribe button.